lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana.
Yeah.
Hello, Wagwan.
Yeah.
I came from a land. It have many water, many great sons and many daughters. And we have the land, yo, what many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none was slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana, this breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor digest. We are hustle from morning till night catch. Them finno Guyanese, get a youth not like rest. House and car, them finno we like press. Check the bank line them, we not like check. We got gold and diamond, them think priceless. Timber bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nah the rice yet. So a Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb. For feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese slang. Guyana, that's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. Is we have the land, what many ask for. We never see Katrina or nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we not know none was slippy. Guyana, we say big up on no city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Hello, Wagwan. I the nuclear family, every master one up fully. A one-time records, a 592, we think them. Hello, Wagwan.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana.
Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know this chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government working. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government working. 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 Don't mix me with politics. I hear the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fixed. Man, I come for some kicks. Can leave the bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still give it some licks. The government working. 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 The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. For me pocket, dig off 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 for me pocket. Now don't mix me, don't mix me, don't mix me. Dig off for me pocket. I don't do politics. Just get jacket, right? Get jacket. Walk in. They walking. Them walking. They walking. Now I said them walking. You don't mix me. I don't do politics. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them putting we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government walk. The government walking. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. Big government walking, 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 big government walking. Don't mix me with politics. I yes, the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fix. Man, I come for some kicks. Can leave the bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it on me, I still give it some licks. The government walking. 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 The government walking, the government. This is for the hater, for the hater. This is for the hater, we're running down Guyana. For the hater, show them little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Government walking, the 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 government walking. Now don't mix me. Don't mix me. I don't do politics. Just get jacket, right?
We're ready to go with Courdel Jones. You know it's gonna be real from 8 to 9. Bringing vibes you can feel. News, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire. Wake up the day, it's bright time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire. energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world. We got the news on Livewire. There's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bring your vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. From your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, your toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world. We got the news on Livewire. There's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Livewire. It's yours truly. Happy that you guys are here to join me for yet another episode. It is the 16th of September, 2025, and we're moving through to the end of the year. The new cabinet is in place. Ministers have taken up their new posts, and they are out in the field ready to perform. Morning to the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section. Thank you guys for your continued support. Abdul Latif, Kamal Chan, Rahima Murali, Hanuman Prem Kumar, good morning to you. Vishnu Chintaman, Walter Fisher, Rampal Urpal, General Narendra, Denise, morning to you. Joseph Sitar, Salomi, Wasim Nabi, Andrew, morning to you. Bibi Kalicharan, Prasad Pati Suknanan Bud, Chef Rocky, morning to you. Jonah Bijan, Pam, morning to you. And Trevor, Mazo Inshan, Anita Sitaram, morning to you. Petamba Sundar, morning to you. Jane, morning to you as well. Ken Ramsamy, good morning. Faisal Ghani, good morning to you. Philip Diabro, Alan Khan, Ronald Jones, Arfan, morning to you, brother. Thank you for the support. Ramnarain Singh, Eunice Raghubir, morning to you and your sisters. Sarah Mosley, morning to you. Cecil Rampasad, Davy, morning. Denise, morning to you. Brian Miguel, morning. Shout out to Deshaun Abrams, living his best life. I tell you, bye. Oh. Enjoy yourself, bye. Joining us from the Big Apple. Jerry, morning. Patricia Alfonso, good morning to you. Christopher Prasad, morning. Andy and Bucky, morning to both of y'all. Yeah, so as I was saying to you, now, before I jump into something, I wanted to share a video with you, right? And I am not bashing, well, I might bash her. Let me sign bashing, but I just want y'all to understand how fickle and easy people are to adjust their allegiances. Now, during the elections campaign, there was a public meeting which was held at Stabrook Market, right? And I was in the area, and I went to Bounty to get an energy drink and to get some Bounty paper towel, because I sweat a lot. Anybody who know me, once it started to warm up, I wet. Anyway, so I bought the energy drink and I bought the Bounty, and I'm going back to in front of the clock. As I'm going back, there's some women. At the time, I did have on a PPP jersey, right? There's some women who started to call me house slave and black dog and all kind of thing, right? And as I was passing, well, when I was going in, they had started, but I ignored. I just continued on my way. When I was coming back out now, I noticed that one of the women who was abusing me, it was someone that I had interviewed years before, right? And the thing is, if I interview you, your face is etched in my memory, and I have a clear understanding of what we spoke about, and I might remember dates and the year and them thing, but I know that I interviewed you and I remember what you said. So one of the ladies who was abusing me, black slave, you black dog, your house slave, you this, you that, you're black, you're this, you're black, the everything but me being Afro-Guyanese. So the one I remembered, I said, you, matter of fact, let me tell you the story first. So I said, you abusing me, but government, you ain't collect grant from human services to start your business. Back then, now she's selling soap powder and a set of different things. But back then, when she was now coming out, she was selling panties and bras only. And they had some initiative out of the Ministry of Human Services and Social Protection, which were one, mentoring these single mothers in entrepreneurship, and two, giving them some sort of assistance to get their business started. Me? She go on. I said, I remember you. You collect the government money to start your business. So today, I scroll in Facebook and Babs, y'all, look at this. So this is the woman here. Listen to her now.
To all the Hi, congratulations to all the ministers in the House. Congratulations to every member of Parliament. To every seat that y'all go to sit down and y'all work for it.
No, whilst this is a good message, congratulatory and whatnot, my issue is this. Why you didn't let all those ministers and who was working for the seats and whoever was supporting them in relation to working for those seats, why you didn't let them work in peace? I passed there, I didn't abuse y'all. I didn't engage y'all in any way, shape, or form. Y'all saw me in a jersey and decided to call me all sorts of names. And in the hope that I would run away quickly, but not knowing I can stop and engage you. So this woman here, I don't know if this is her right name on Facebook, right? Stacey Bradshaw. I am absolutely sure benefited from mentorship and a grant from the government of Guyana through the Ministry of Social Services and Human Services and Social Protection. I am saying that to you without fear, favor, affliction, or ill will, or without fear of, is what I've been asking to say, without fear of successful contradiction. You understand? Without fear of successful contradiction, I am saying that this lady would have benefited. And despite all the benefit, some of them don't care. Let me continue. Listen to your message.
This is time that we need to bind together, work together at Parliament to make things happen.
No, she ready to bind together and work together. When you push in your racist rhetoric, right? You pushing your race, me and this lady never had a personal problem, you know. Like I tell you, past the abuse me, I ain't answer. I went to buy me, then I coming back. And so I'm going back now to Starbrook Market Square. I take a good look at your face. It's like, you, I remember you. I remember you. And you know what I'm going to do after the show? I'm going to AI search this image and see if the video going to pop up from back then, and I'm going to post it. And I might carry it and show shit today because they got very short-term memory.
James Bond. James Bond.
James Bond. James Bond. This is the same James Bond that they're cussing and abusing because James Bond make his choice in terms of who he will support. Now everybody got a nice, subtle voice to talk to James Bond because James Bond is in a position of influence and he can help you. So now you're looking for help because most likely she's from the East Coast. Most likely she's from the East Coast. You understand? So James Bond, the election's done, and he get a nice position. So let me make friends with James Bond. Y'all remember when Melly Mel had a video talking about how the president and the general secretary, they're worried, they're cussing James Bond. He's a cross, he's a this. James, it's your fault we losing. They lose, they win both. You understand? So these people, and mind you, anybody is allowed to switch their allegiance at any time, right? So maybe this lady see the light and she has decided to hop over. But I will highlight your hypocrisy. I will highlight your hypocrisy. You understand? Because some persons only support progress and forward movement when it's convenient to them. Right? When it's time to actually do it, they're cutting and abusing. The PvP never do nothing. Air fraud. Oh, jog your head big. Okay, the ship is attacking. But no, they got to work and flourish under the same administration that they're cussing. And I'm saying to you that this woman got her start under a PPP administration. I think it was under Donald Ramutar. I got to check and see who was Donald Ramutar's minister of thing. I'm thinking it's under Donald Ramutar. Right? Got her start there. She got her start there. And that this no she ready to jump on.
James Bond, congratulations. I hope you will do the development for young people in Sophia.
Hear this rich. Hear this rich. Hear this rich. But do development for young people. Yes, yes. He has been doing it since he has aligned himself with sensibleness. And guess what? It was being done before James Bond came over to the PPP. So James Bond coming over to the PPP doesn't mean, oh, all of a sudden they're going to look after young people. I have told you on this show here, she called Sophia. I can deal with the areas as she called. Right? So Sophia that you call, before James Bond got to the PPP went into Sophia and finished all the grounds and put lights at the grounds that the APNU, who's supposed to be the Afrocentric party, who got the office outside of Sophia, the main access road to Sophia, didn't do. So yes, James Bond will ensure youth's benefit, but I'm saying outside of James Bond, youths are benefiting already. Youths are benefiting already. And the community at large. So the community got roads, they got the health centers repaired, they got all the grounds looked after with lights and all kind of thing. And they had to come and finish the ground that the Afrocentric government of 2050 to 2020 couldn't care to finish.
In Buxton.
Buxton, you shouldn't talk about Buxton at all. And that's why I get vexed with these people. This is why I get vexed with them. Because could you imagine she talking about Buxton? I don't know on a outreach with Prime Minister, Vice President, and ministers, the Buxton community ground was upgraded immediately. Immediately. So at that outreach, Minister Ramson, they put in brand new basketball ring. They get equipment. They get goal posts. They bring in, about a week later, and put in light. Another week after, they put in the fence. So what is Rex talking about but Buxton and these places, like if they weren't getting help since the President Ali administration come in 2020? So don't play you giving nobody no advice. Because it was already being done before you decide to be civil and act like a human being. You forget you cussed me about my black so-and-so on the road? Now you ready to work together?
In Allendale, in Enterprise.
Annandale, Enterprise, places that have benefited. What about all them people who been at Annandale Shorefront, Seawall Front, who squatting and had to relocate? You talking about Enterprise, go and check Enterprise roads, the drains. That's why I say sometimes some people who are not involved in politics, stay out of it. Vote for your party and hold your corner, because a lot of times you are talking foolishness that you don't know.
In Dazzle.
Imagine all these places that the PPP has been working since 2020, and in some cases even before 2020, pre-2015, working in these areas. Now you realize it's time for progress.
In
Mocha. This wretch could talk about Mocha. You got to go to Nima Flubes and tell somebody ground that your husband, them collect the money for that they didn't finish. That wasn't James Bond. That wasn't the PPP who do that. It wasn't no PPP Culture and Sport Minister.
In Agricola.
Look, listen, flap this. I am not doing this with this lady. Frig that. Foolishness, bro. Foolishness. But at the end of the day, my point is, I continue to say, everybody's allowed to switch sides. Everybody's allowed to support who they want. But I will highlight the hypocrites them as they come out the woodworks. You understand? Because she abused me. But my black so-and-so and my house slave and my this and my dog. Know you in unity, and know you in togetherness, and know you in development for everybody. Okay. Okay, you do that. You do that, sis. Right? You do your thing. That aside, as I said to you guys earlier, the ministers are already on the ground working. I saw our Minister of Local Government and Regional Development her first day out of the blocks in Region 10, assessing facilities and those kinds of things that are behind schedule, right? To get those facilities up and running so that the Guyanese in the regions can benefit. And then yesterday again, it was yesterday? Well, I think she made 2 visits yesterday. She did visit the Higgs Bosch landfill at on the East Bank there. So let's take a little quick look-see from that assessment.
So this is the Higgs Bosch sanitary landfill site. Solid waste management is a huge area and big concern for many residents across the country. And it has to be addressed in communities and regions across the country. We're looking at that, looking at it very carefully. As you know, we said we wanted our communities to be safe and sanitary and wholesome, and make sure it's nice smelling and nice looking, and the children and families could enjoy the outdoors in the afternoons. In some of these landfill sites, we have some arising issues that have to be dealt with. I know the residents of Eccles and Prospect and Windsor and so on have complained about a scent and smoke, and we're trying to manage that. I've had a meeting with the engineers and the management of this landfill site. Some of the issues are with the development that's happening in Guyana, we've moved from 400 tons per day to 1,200 tons per day. We've moved from about 100 trucks dumping here to 300 to 400 trucks dumping here. So we have to now increase our capacity of management. I'm going to be working very closely with the First Lady, who has done an amazing job beautifying different villages and communities in Guyana. And we're going to be doing that, but we are also going to be looking at solid waste management in NDCs and in smaller villages, as well as in a large way in regions. So that's just something that's on the cards that we will be doing.
Right, so that's Minister Manichan at the Higgs Bosch landfill there at Eccles Industrial Site, tackling the problem on the ground, going for his hand to see what the problem is, working with the technical teams to sort out what the solutions are for these problems. I know in Bartica that was a major issue in terms of the landfill facility and moving it out of the town. I think they've moved it out of the town now, but again, you need proper management of the facility and that kind of thing. So I'm happy that there's an approach that will tackle this from the NDC and the RDC levels to ensure that across the regions, not just in the capital city or the region that houses the capital city, there'll be good waste disposal practices, right? Over at Home Affairs as well, as you may know, the handover process to these ministries have started. So all heads of departments are meeting with the new ministers. The old ministers are there to assist in the handover process, the permanent secretaries as well. This here is at Home Affairs on your screen here right now, where the Honorable Onyej Walron, the Minister of Home Affairs, has taken up her position, and the former minister, Robeson Ben, would have been on hand for that handover process. These are the various heads of the agencies that fall under Home Affairs, except for the joint services. I think these are the head of the ministry and the non-joint service agencies, because I see the head of the GRO and a couple other agencies that fall under Home Affairs. But this is Home Affairs here. I do know that this would have happened, I think, at the Ministry of Tourism as well. where Minister Susan Rodriguez would have taken up the portfolio of the Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, and it is similar handover, similar process, meeting with the staff, meeting with, well, this is Roger Rogers, the new permanent secretary there, the director of tourism, and, you know, meeting with the heads of the various agencies that fall under the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, and, you know, doing her walkabout, things like that. Courdel McClure, public relations officer there at the Ministry of Tourism. Right. So the new government has started working, and we can only expect greatness as we go forward. Back to cricket. So guys, Jesus Christ, look, what is going on? What is going on, people? Wagwan. It's not a good look for the PNC. Day by day, they continue to lose. You can't even call this momentum, y'all. Jesus of Nazareth. Y'all come down and touch these people. The election's over. How y'all still hemorrhaging? Why is the collapse still on? These people are leaving to go and join no party. The election's done. They can't get on no list. They just forget again. I ain't heard this here anymore. Jesus Christ. So I'm saying to you guys right now, the PNC is a party currently, the PNCR is currently a party in free fall. Yet another resignation shows the PNCR is in complete collapse under Norton's leadership. Now, within days, senior members, Sherwin Holder, Marvin Williams, and the latest Mason have all walked away. All of them walk away. This is no longer a party of strength, but one bleeding credibility, unity, and experience. Right? No, even a blind man could see the disrespect to the loyal members of the PNCR. Mason's departure highlights the deep disrespect for grassroots and long-standing members. And you can't get more grassroots than Mason. And people like Sherwin Holder. A man who served since the Desmond Hoyt era. This man was your campaign manager for Kitty and deputy campaign manager for Norton himself. Tossed aside in favor of, you know what? You know what he was tossed aside in favor of? Friends, family, and favorites. These are who these two people get tossed aside for. Friends, family, and favorites. So Terence Campbell, a friend. Nima Flubeth, a favorite. Coretta McDonald, a friend, a family. All those worries there who have underperformed in every instance. Vince Roy Jordan is a retard. Vince Roy, you all remember when Minister Prague was Minister of Local Government and she went, it's Belvedere or somewhere up Borby side there, to develop a community center to see what it needed. This retard stood in the way of development for his constituents and tried to bluff Minister Pratt. but she didn't take him bluff. Because she could talk loud just like you. And that's what I felt really kept persons at bay this elections. I shouldn't say I was expecting, but I had the feeling that these PNC persons and these WIN persons would try to strong arm PPP supporters. But again, I tell y'all, this time in a long time, just like y'all scraping, PPP got a couple scrapes in that too. You understand? PPP got a couple scrapes in there, and they weren't taking intimidation. They weren't taking the intimidation. I was so happy to see it. Y'all think PNC and WIN people alone could take to the streets? PPP people could do that too. PPP people would be willing to defend their people as well, defend what they feel is democracy as well. You have your idea of democracy, and the PPP supporters have their idea of democracy, and they are willing to defend it just like you. So that was one of the things that I was so happy to see in these elections, because oftentimes persons feel, or I think political parties feel, that the PPP supporters are walkovers. You know, you could do them what you want, beat them in the road, and nothing ain't gonna happen. That's it. But they learned, they got it right, right? So again, Norton tossed aside Christopher Jones, Mason, Sherwin Holder, Marvin Williams, all those persons tossed aside for wretches and defectors like Terence Campbell and Jarito and Sherrod. Imagine he pick a Sherrod over Christopher Jones, and Nimrod over Christopher Jones, former chief whip, been in the National Assembly for some time. Right? I don't have a problem with Psycho Andrew. I don't know him personally. But what kind of political capital Psycho Andrews bringing to the table? So let's be clear. Loyalty counts for nothing in today's PNCR. Now, let's look at Norton's hypocrisy. Norton, when elected at the Congress, promised internal democracy and fairness, but has instead centralized power and rewarded only his inner circle. Even his closest supporters now describe him as not a man of his word and disrespectful. If Norton can't manage his own party honestly, how could he ever lead a country? So this is a clear case in these parliamentary appointments of favoritism over merit. Candidate selection has become a joke, like the WIN party, a complete flipping joke. Capable people sidelined, and Norton's friends, family, and favorite cronies installed. As Mason put it, hard-working figures like the chairman Sherwin Holder and youth leaders were undermined while Norton pushed his own allies. His friends and family and his favorites. Right? Now, this approach exposes the PNCR as a, what's the word is used? Oh gosh. The word is used for the grouping. Cabal. This French family and favorites approach exposes PNC for the cabal that they are. They're not a national movement. It's a cabal. It's a cult. Norton wants a cultish-like following. Now, again, this exodus has happened, has been happening since before the elections, right? Mason's not an isolated case. Marvin Williams yesterday, Sherwin Holder yesterday, and Marvin Williams, he cited unfortunate occurrences. Sherwin Holder, he resigned in disgust. Now Mason, in his resignation, says decades of service wasted. Look, here, let me tell you something. Don't forget, people, LGE elections are on the way. Right? LGE elections are on the way in about 8 months or so. We're going back into local government elections. This guy Mason is a PNC councillor for Region 4. Right? I talked to another PNC councillor outside of GECOM at the night when they finished the recount. He and I said he did thinking about rolling out to there for the LG and jumping over to the PVB side. So y'all watch it. Watch it. Why would Norton want to preside over the complete discombobulation of a party? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Just go away, bro. You're blocking up everything. Right? Now, listen. I think the entire country has realized that the PNCR cannot be trusted with national leadership. They cannot keep their own party united. What chance does any PNC leader have of uniting a nation? The PNCR is proving that under Norton, the party is unfit, it is unstable, and it is incapable of generating persons that can seriously lead this country. This disunity that we're seeing in the PNC is why voters, especially young voters, have turned away from the PNCR in droves. The PNCR isn't losing members. It is ejecting its soul. Norton's favoritism is bleeding the party dry. From Hoyt to Norton, once a party of giants, now reduced to petty cliques and broken promises. Mason's words say it all. Norton is not a man of his word. And if his own lieutenants cannot trust him, the Guyanese people were indeed right to not trust him at these recently concluded general and regional elections. That aside, we got to go over to the other side. We got to go over to the main opposition. The main opposition. And the dishonesty and the disunity continues. These are the people who are saying, trust me to lead you. Trust me. I will keep my promises. Trust me, I agree to this. I will stick to my agreement. They didn't even get swearing yet in the National Assembly, and they done breaking promises. Let me see if this wretch can answer the phone. Let me call him. I call him Mark France. Let me see if he can answer. I want to ask if this girl lying. I want to ask Mark. Let me call Mark. 37 minutes ago, he was active. Let me ask him. Let me ask Mark if this girl is a lying girl or if indeed ANUG get shafted by WIN.
Hi, good morning, Tom.
Dr. DeFrance, Courdel Jones calling. How are you?
I am good. I'm wrong now. I can call you back later.
Oh, shucks, man. All right, good. Yeah, he doing his doctor duties. He can't talk now. We gotta respect his work, right? Despite he forged, he thing, and he's still a doctor. He has his work to do. So leave him alone. But we are learning. We are learning of the betrayal of how WIN has already betrayed ANUG, and they didn't even get sworn into Parliament yet. So it's a case of broken promises and broken trust right off the bat. Now, what we're understanding is WIN promised ANUG 1 parliamentary seat if they secured 5 seats, and 2 seats if they secured 16. WIN won 16 seats, but gave 0 representation to ANUG. A blatant betrayal of their agreement. Y'all remember this photo? Wait there. I think I downloaded it here. Wait. I think I downloaded because I went looking for it when the parliamentary announcements were coming out. I went looking for the photo and I found it. I think I may have saved it in the phone. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me check. I gotta show y'all this here. Hold on. Oh man, it's crazy. Oh, Jesus. I download this thing somewhere. It gotta be somewhere around here. I know I download it. Come on. Don't do me this. I don't have time to go and look for this now. Come on. Where are you? Ah, jeez. It can't be no other phone is rated, gotta be. No, this is too far back. But Mark in the same boat. So it's from, I don't know, he with these A's from Asher to Ass. Mark, come on, man. You gotta be serious. You gotta be more serious with your negotiations, bro. You can't be negotiating and people just reneging on you and you're doing nothing, you're putting up no fight. You gotta take it seriously, brother. This is madness. I could have swear I had this thing and I saw the photo. Or I saw it and I didn't save it. I don't know. It's supposed to be here. Anyway, I don't know where it is. Let me check it here one more time. But Mark, oh Jesus, everybody abusing you. Gosh. Sometimes I feel so sorry for this guy. Ain't nobody supposed to having the kind of abuse in their life. Ain't nobody. No, man, I probably thought I download this thing and I ain't save it. Because it going to stuff that I know for sure is way before that. But anyway, like I was saying to you, right? This here exposes WIN, or at least us and WIN's word, as worthless, right? Worthless. And their collaborations are nothing more than exploitation. So WIN was like a big monster that eat up ANUG, take whatever little support ANUG got, and then defecate out the bones that they can't digest. Everything else, all the nutrients, that little nutrients that ANUG had, gone, right? Now, this is a heavy price that ANUG has paid. As a third force, ANUG lost nearly half its supporters, had its bank account shut down. Members even had personal accounts suspended, all because of the coalition with WIN. Now, despite these sacrifices, ANUG gained nothing in return. WIN used ANUG as political cover and discarded them once the purpose was served. This is a clear betrayal of the political partnership they had. Now, this young lady, King, warns this set of dangerous precedents for political alliances in Guyana. If WIN can betray ANUG after a signed agreement, what hope does other small parties or emerging parties have in partnerships with WIN? So I hope the rest of y'all get sense and don't run in the team like your head ain't good. As Mohammed has signaled loud and clear, their word is not their bond. So whoever go into parliament, y'all know right now, you can't trust WIN. Right? You cannot trust that grouping. Now, even if WIN doubted Dr. DeForge's leadership, they were competent ANUG executives. What happened to Stanton? What happened to Dexter George? What happened to Akeem McDonald? All those persons could have been appointed. Instead, As Mohammed and WIN chose to keep all 16 seats, exposing their hunger for absolute control and their disdain for fair power sharing. Now, you have to look, and King talks about this as well. When you contrast past betrayals, look, King compares this betrayal to the TNM's Ashikesood controversy, where an MP benefited personally and left Mark and the crew in a car now. WIN has repeated the same formula, ensuring personal gain for themselves while destroying their partner's credibility. Who gonna collect Mark de France now? Who got time with the ANUG? There's no ANUG anymore. But at the end of the day, the real cost was to the Guyanese people and Guyanese politics. By betraying ANUG, WIN has not only killed a small party, but also eroded public confidence in coalition politics. Right? Now, this strengthens the argument that persons may have that politicians only act in self-interest, undermining democratic collaboration. WIN's actions are proof that their brand of politics is toxic for trust, unity, and governance. At the end of the day, WIN didn't just betray ANUG. They killed coalition politics in Guyana. If this is how WIN treats partners, imagine how they would treat the people of Guyana. ANUG lost supporters, they lost accounts, they lost credibility. Also, WIN could flatten them to this point and still not even give them one seat. So for all the political parties out there who thinking they want to go and collaborate with WIN, a political partnership with WIN is not a collaboration. It is self-destruction. And I hope that y'all understand that clearly. Self-destruction. Look, listen, I see persons asking about the GECOM situation, commissioner situation. At the end of the day, the Constitution is clear, right? At the end of the day, the Constitution is clear. The commissioner's job is tenured. You have to be either incapacitated or you have to die to lose that job. You got to go mad or something. Or you can't physically go to the meetings. That's how you lose that job. My aunt, Sandra Jones, was a PNC GECOM commissioner. Sandra Jones, AA. Right? And she passed away from cancer. And up until she passed away, the day that she died, even though the sickness got really bad, she was a commissioner until she died. So unless there's a 2/3 support for changing of the Constitution, which would amend how GECOM commissioners are selected, at the end of the day, the PNC commissioners are there. Because there's nothing in the Constitution that speaks to the main opposition not being the main opposition now and the process of switching out the commissioners. The commissioners lose the work when they're dead or they lose mental capacity or whatever it is, they're gone. Hey, see that? You understand me? At the end of the day, that's how it goes. So, as Mohammed would have to find some way to get 2/3 of the parliament to agree with him to change the Constitution to move those commissioners, right? I don't know if he thinks he's going to go to President Ali, who he disrespect. Personally disrespected the president, disrespect the president's mother, all kind of thing. I don't know if he's going to go to Vice President Jagdeo and raise this concern. I don't know if he's going to go to Terence Campbell, who they steal all the people them voters from. So I don't know where this ass is going to go to get support to change the Constitution so that WIN commissioners could go to GECOM. Will not happen. It will not happen. I know for sure. Okay, I don't say I know for sure. I find it highly unlikely that the PPP will work with WIN to that end. And I find it highly unlikely that the PNC, knowing that WIN wants to move them, will support WIN in terms of voting with them to change the thing. And even if the APNU and WIN vote together, that's not 2/3 of the National Assembly. So I do not think that is changing anytime soon. The GECOM commissioners will remain how they are until one of them dead. And then two, I don't know the process of when one dies. How do they determine which party selects the replacement, given that the sharing of the political spectrum is not the same? So that is complicated as well. Let's see. Oh gosh. And Kosi said he gonna pay them to resign. Oh Jesus. That's a possibility too, you know. Look, and Kosi Williams go and throw a whole nother aspect into this thing now. Look at it from this way. Alexander is old AF. Corbin is old AF. Would they still fighting up for? You never know. They may not support Aubrey Norton like the rest of them who defected. You know, if as throw a $50 million or $100 million in the hand, I say, man, resign, man, go along and relax home and think. But again, in Kosi, how does the process go for the replacement? On what grounds? Which party does get to replace? Remember, based on the divide, it was PVP 3, PNC 3. But that's not the case anymore. WIN has a bigger portion. So how does GECOM deal with that? That's a question I may have to ask. Indeed. I may have to ask MP that to them for a comment on that, on how that works, right? Anyway, guys, y'all have a really great day. It's Tuesday. Y'all go out there and be productive, be great Guyanese. Thank you for tuning into the program as well. Thank you for your continued support. Please remember to share the program on Facebook. Follow and like us so that you can know every time that we're on. October 6th is when I can go live again from the original Facebook page. But we're over here and we're sharing to the various pages. So please help me to share so that the word can get out and persons can know that the show is still on. We're still on YouTube, no issue there. And unlike Facebook, YouTube doesn't delete the episodes after 1 month. So everything from the beginning is there. So you guys could go back there, check anything, look back at any episodes you may have missed or want to look at again. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Livewire TV. Subscribe. Press the notifications bell so you can get updates. Please follow us on Facebook. Facebook, Courdel Jones, Comrade Courdel Jones, Livewire TV, Livewire News. Please follow all those pages and profiles so that you can be kept up to date in relation to what's going on in and around Guyana. It was lovely being here with you this morning. Please go out there and be great Guyanese, productive Guyanese, successful Guyanese, as we're known to be. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs